Jared, I want you to do well.
Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to review the movie about Jared, the son of a baptized pastor in a small American town who must overcome the fallout of being outed to his parents. The film is a 2018 release drama, and the title of the movie is Boy Erased. Jared Emmons is the son of a successful car dealer and baptized preacher in America, and Nancy Emmons, his mother. He's a hairdresser. He begins his first day at the Love in Action Homosexual Conversion Therapy Assignment Program. The chief therapist, Victor Skis, tells the group that their sexuality is a choice influenced by poor parenting. He instructs them to perform harsh moral inventories of themselves and their families and requires them not to tell anyone else about what occurs during the session. While performing his moral inventory, Jared thinks of his life prior to entering the program. In high school, he was happy, though he broke up with his girlfriend upon starting school. Once there, he becomes friends with another student, Henry. While staying the night in Gerard's room in a bunk bed, Henry misbehaves with Gerard, apologizes, and tearfully confesses, doing the same to another young man. Traumatized, Jared returns home. Henry calls the Hammonds home and poses as a school counselor in order to out Jared and ensure his silence. Jared told his parents this was the other student who had told him things about his past and was afraid of Jared revealing his secret. Later agrees that he is attracted to the men after consulting with other pastors. Marshall prays over his son and then signs him up for conversion therapy, to which Jerry agrees. Nancy rents a nearby mortal room for her and is juried to stay in until he completes the assignment. However, Ju soon discovers that the therapy has no set endpoint. If he fails to convince Keys that he has become heterosexual, Jared tells his mom the program teaches the participants to see their parents have trouble, and that is why they are not supposed to talk about what goes on to them to safeguard the program's continued funding. It appears that Jared will be at the institution for some time after failing an exercise. Attendee Carmen is humiliated by Skeets in front of the group and humiliated with a fake funeral service. He is beaten with Bibles by both the therapist and his own family and is forcefully drunk in a bathtub, has a horrified Jared looking on. Returning to his moral inventory, Jared thinks of a brief encounter he had with an art student in college. He uses it when it is his time to confess, but Skis finds holding hands with a boy to be an inadequate admission and pushes him to give more explicit details. Jared says he will not lie, so Skis pushes him to talk about Henry. He's shocked and refuses. So Skis then attempts to make Jared use anger and says he hates his father. Jared uses to do this and the Skis that he's angry with. The jury storms out of the room, retrieves his phone and calls Nancy, begging her to pick up the Skis. His assistant and other attendees corner him and behind a locked door. Despite Nancy's presence, Nancy is horrified that she allowed her husband to enroll Jared in the program without researching his practices. For years later, Jared is living with his boyfriend and he writes an article. Jared returns home to convince his father to read the article and tells him he's the one who must change, not Jared.